Ah, well, welcome to the live chat. I hope y'all are doing well tonight. Hmm. Let's see. We are talking turkeys and turkey story time. Let's see tonight. I got this. This came in tonight, so we're going to talk some turkey hunting. Super excited. Super excited for turkey hunting. So I got a nice bird at one of the tacticams showed me. So I'm debating how I'm going to handle this. I was originally going to go to a different place, but now I'm like, man, maybe I should switch it up and go to this other place. So I'm trying to figure that out as we get a move on here. Hmm. Tracker off-road vehicles. I didn't even know they had those at Bass Pro. Have not been paying attention. You know what I'm saying, guys? Hey, 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 hey. I'm just looking at the turkey magazine that came in from Cabela's Bass Pro, which again, I always find it odd and weird that Bass Pro bought Cabela's. Today's topic is just talking turkey. We're talking turkey. Talking turkey. So anyway, behind me I got a mess going. I've been getting all my gear together for my day trip of relaxation in the woods. I'm gonna go do a meditation day in the woods, just relax, make some coffee out there, make some lunch, right in the woods. Oh, first bow in Kentucky. I'll tell you what, that is exciting for a lot of reasons. Number one, turkey hunting is so fun. It's literally one of my favorite things to do because it is like you can get away with anything pretty much in a ground blind with turkey there. I mean, literally, you can have a cigar. Like, it's that great. And so I love it because I feel like I can do more stuff. I can actually work on content when I'm in there, when I'm in the blind, just like getting things together. I love going turkey hunting. So that's why I'm really stoked about this year. I'm getting better and better at it. It's been a few years of doing it now. And I'm not like the best at the calls, but that's okay. I don't think you really need to be. They're kind of dumb. I hate to say it in that sense. They're not really, I don't feel like you can really go wrong. I mean, I called a turkey my first time I ever did it, and I literally had never done it before. So I don't feel like it's over the top to be able to do it, you know. My first turkey hunt was with a bow too. And I killed one, and then I had to kill another one with a bow, and then I got one with a shotgun, I believe. And then I don't know, it's hard to remember everything, but there was a few birds down over the years. Yeah, see all the decoys. This is what I'll be working with this year. I got this Avion X came in. I was gonna play with that. So they sent me the LCD strutter, I believe. And I don't know what else they sent me. They sent me two things. And then so I'm excited to try that. I've never tried their birds yet. I'm trying to think who sent me birds a couple years ago. I used them a lot. It was like Dead Ringer or something, one of their brands. And I used a lot of them. Oh man, it only happens here on YouTube, right? Uh, Only here on YouTube. You get some weirdos come flying in. Actually, no, it was Facebook that got me the one time. Yeah, I'm excited because it's where I get my bow going and then I already banned them. Yeah, I should be good now. One time we were doing a live feed. This is actually pretty funny. We were doing a live feed with a company. I forgot who was with, but we were doing a live feed on Facebook with a company, and somehow anti-hunters got into our stream, and they must have shared the link to other anti-hunters because they all start doing that, like tons of them. It was so hard to like get control of it because there's too many. So they like crowd whatever you call it. It was terrible, and it was a lot of work to fix. It was really bad and embarrassing, to be honest. It was really bad. I was talking about like child stuff. It was really, really bad. And I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. See, here they come again. Told you. Same concept. That's all they do. They keep doing it. Yeah, I haven't hunted turkey in California. I don't know about that. Or that you, Yeah, I definitely been botted. It's funny because it's like there's barely anybody ever on here, so why would the bots mess with me? I mean, come on. Best broadhead for turkey. Great question. Actually, I just got this broadhead in. Um, all right, so I can't say it's the best broadhead for turkey, but it is the one I'm using this year to test out, and I'm really excited about it. It is a triple point broadhead, and the cool part about this one, this is a very specific turkey head. Oh my gosh, really, man? How do I get rid of these people? Report unwanted commercial spam. Such a waste of time. Ooh, cool, Ben. That's awesome. So here's the turkey head. I haven't used it yet, so this is my first time. But as you can see, it's got the three tips on there, and it's got these two back tips here, which are made to slow down the broadhead as it goes into the turkey. But anyhow, when it clicks, it's got magnets in here. It's actually pretty cool. So as you can see, it'll impact. These things will push it out like so. And then as long as they're being pushed on, it's going to stay like that, right? But let's say you want to close it after or whatever. It's just magnets. You don't need any sort of tie downs or anything, and it will always work. It's pretty sweet. Man, these guys. I don't understand why they're messing with us. We're like 11 people in here. So stupid. Anyway, so excited to try this. I got three of these. I don't have a lot of them, but my goal is to just put three in my quiver and go out there and try to make it happen. Now, what I have heard use like the huge extreme one from Dead Ringer, and that didn't work that great. It dropped the bird, but I had to shoot it again, so it wasn't my favorite one. It's awesome, Ben. Yeah, it's cool because you don't need any like lines in here. Oh my gosh. You guys, what is the deal? Like seriously. I don't even know like I just keep doing the same thing, but they just use like another account every time. It's really weird. I just don't understand why they keep doing that. Like um it's a good question, John. I don't know the answer, honestly. I think people use a little bit of both, you know. Thanks, Jacob. Appreciate that. Um I'm just waiting to see if another bot comes in so I can hurry up and shut it down quickly. I'm just trying to figure out how like you can like I feel like they just keep changing their IP and like add another one. It's really weird. Yeah, I had to hit them twice with a it was a dead ringer. Um it's a super big one, the extreme one. So I was like, I don't think I'll use that again, you know. So I decided not to use it again. But I it was anyway, so I did that, you know, and it was okay. It killed it, like I said, dropped it, didn't go anywhere, which is probably pretty important, obviously. Then I had to shoot it again though. See, the key to turkey is this, and this is why it's a little bit trickier. Is you don't really want to go through the bird, right? So a fixed blade is going to cruise right through a bird like that. You're actually trying to rip and tear as much as you can going through. So that's the only reason, you know, you kind of need like something like this where these heads are going to pull back, and you might even want to slow down the poundage a tad. I don't know, you know, I'm not sure how to. Actually, you know what? Let me make you guys a moderator. You guys can help me take these people out. Where's Ben? Put Ben on there as a moderator. Yeah, so I had a couple monitors there. Anyways, if you guys see them pop those questions, if you could please just hide user from channel, whatever you got to do there. It's very annoying. And it's hard to talk when you have to keep looking at that stupid thing. Anyway, so it's supposed to pull and grab back, and that's why I wanted it. It's super sharp. Like just touching it, I could feel, you know. But again, he told me that their normal tip has like a same kind of head, but it's just one, you know, up and down, so it cuts right through and breaks through anything it hits. He told me so. pretty cool. So yeah, there it is. Anyway, so that is the turkey head I'm going to use this year. Are there other great ones? Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good heads. I like Ramcat a lot because they're really big. Like if you do the Hydro Shock, I like that a lot because I feel like you're going to get a good cut, and then you also have like these wide cuts going in and coring. So I think that would be a good one as well. Hold on a second. Out of there. Dog's getting into some plastic stuff. All right, guys. I don't know if I showed you this. So, 1 second, sorry. So, if rec, yeah, I haven't done the rec yet for turkey, but I think they do have something that would work. It's a great point. So, I am going to do a lot of stuff this year with the painted arrow stuff. And these guys aren't like sponsoring us or anything. I just think this stuff is really cool. But they have basically like, so they have their plate, right? It goes on your phone case, and then your phone case can then, suck right to this here, so you can handheld, and then you can take that off, and then you can put it on. They gave me a case, but I got the wrong one here. There is a case that you can put this to, right? And it's gonna boom, it's gonna grab onto your bow, because they have obviously a connector for your bow or crossbow or gun, so it's pretty cool. And then when you're done, using it on the bow, you can pop off your phone and put it on this, and I can handheld and film the turkey or walk around and film myself talking about the turkey. So it's very exciting to have these little extra gadgets to use in the field that are going to be helpful, I think. Put this back in here. So these guys are doing it right. There's some young guys, but they're doing a great job in the industry doing this stuff. What you doing over there? Get out of there. Sorry, we got a puppy, and so she's into everything, as puppies are. Just making sure she's not going to poop on my floor. What are you doing? You good? Why don't you go play with your toy right there? Oh man. All right, where we at? Sorry. All right. Yeah, rack. Yep, those are cool. So given the same dead ringer mix. Yeah, it's probably a good idea, Jacob, for the base of the neck. I like that. Yeah. That would probably work better for that head, honestly. I feel like the G5 Striker might be a little bit right through him. I don't know if you want to back off your poundage a tad, but I don't know. But you let me know what happens. Yeah, no, I hear you, Ben. What you doing over there? No pee-pee there. No pee-pee there. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. No pee-pee there. That's not a good idea. That's just Daddy's studio. All right, where'd this go? Ugh, nasty. Oh, that's disgusting. All right, sorry about that. To make her go outside and pee as well. All right. Yeah, she's a little one. That's what the wife wanted. I don't know. We had a beagle before, so that was cool. I enjoyed my beagle. All right, where was I? Yeah, those G5s are vicious, man. They're cut right through. Oh yeah, I go with the black gold. I'm not a spot hog fan, to be honest. I think they're okay. I don't nothing wrong with them. I heard a lot of good things, but I've used black gold for a long time. I don't use them today right now, only because we don't really do stuff with them. But I have a handful of black golds from last year and the year before, and I am keeping those because they're awesome. I love my black golds. I feel like they're very top notch. The one I'm actually want to test out is the red line. I'm still waiting for them to ship me one. They're supposed to ship us one to play with. Yeah, I've never been a spot hog person. I don't know. I get that they have a lot of quality to them. I don't want to take that away from them by any means, and I know a lot of people like them. I think things are really kind of in the site market is strange right now to me because you have like Redline coming in hot, and a lot of people are wanting Redline, and same with Dialed. So those two brands are doing very well, but Dialed's so expensive. They're basically they're too expensive for what they are, and they're marking themselves out of the business by being that high. They're the same price as buying a Burris, or a Garmin Zero, which makes zero sense, right? I'm getting all that cool tech in there for the price, but HHA is still solid. Black Gold is extremely solid. Spot Hog is solid. CBE is there and they do a great job. Excel is there and solid, does a great job. Excel is more towards, I think, the target people. I think CB is more in that middle ground. Trophy Ridge, in my opinion, is more that middle ground. Whereas a high end would be like a Black Gold, HHA, or Spot Hog, I guess. Yeah, the multi-pin to the HHA is awesome for sure. So Black Gold, I did this thing last year where their pin, they have two pins coming this way and one going this way, I believe. I believe this is how it was. And they actually hook in, which was really nice. So I actually like that a lot for the sites. I think they're solid, solid sites. And they're not too heavy, which makes them really nice. I feel like HHA is a little more heavy. I love HHA to death. I love Chris. I love the team there. But the weight of those is a little bit on the higher end. So when I think of sites, I think Black Gold being slightly lighter, but yet still you don't lose any good technology. They got that photochromatic. I mean, it's pretty cool stuff what they got there. In fact, let's see if there's anything in this magazine about that. Ooh. Have you guys ever used these type of chairs for turkey hunting? I don't really use this. I usually use a ground blind. So another one I was thinking about is the ghost blind. I thought that would be kind of cool for this. Montex. I love Montec. Montec to me is a head that's so there's a couple heads in my mind that are tried and true heads, which are heads that will always work. They're always a go-to for anybody. Muzzy being one of those. People love Muzzy, the original Muzzy. The Montec, Rage, depending on who you ask. That one's a little bit trickier, but Rage is a tried and true head. I killed 4 animals with a Rage in Texas, and it was like no big deal. I mean, it was like easy. But again, 62-pound bow, 29-inch draw, 450 grain arrow. I don't know if that was better than someone else tries to shoot it with a 27-inch draw or something, so I don't know. I would run the Montec over the Striker for sure. But I don't know if I'd run a 125. I'd probably get the hundreds. No, we don't have any target people, Ben, right now. I'm working on that as we speak. I'm trying to get Big Shot to come in this year or Block. I've been trying to get either one, which would be helpful if I could get it, but it's not the easiest thing to get. It's hard to just get through to companies nowadays, if I'm being honest with you guys. We obviously have connections to a lot of companies, but it's really hard to get through to the simplest ones you would think would be easy to get through, like Faradine. Like the ones that should be easy, they end up not being easy. Ooh, Swackers. Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Swackers, a great option. Swacker's an interesting company, though. Um, I don't know if they're still this way or what, but when I called them a few like last year or 2 years ago. Said, "Hey, I'd love to get some heads just to show, break some stuff with it." And I didn't know they're like a real religious company. It sounded like they're like, well, I don't know what the guy said to me. Something like, "We'll have to look at your show, see if there's any like swearing or anything." Or and I'm like, "What?" Obviously, you guys know I don't swear on the show by any means. So I just thought it was very interesting, and nothing ever came from it. So I thought that was weird too. I'm like, I don't know. I always get weirded out when companies don't recognize what Boner Planet can do for something as simple as a pack of broadheads. Like, hey, send me a pack of broadheads so we can just show people what they do and hit a piece of metal with it, right? I mean, it doesn't take a genius to go on our TikTok or whatever and see those videos and how good they're doing. So, like, it wouldn't make any sense to not do it, I guess would be my point. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, though, Ben, because Muzzy has a shank, which is very similar to that. What's up, Dan? Muzzy has a shank that's very similar to the Swacker, and now I'm going to test that through the metal because now I remembered, thanks to you saying that. I'm going to go ahead and roll that baby through. Another broadhead that's very underrated that people don't talk about a lot is Thorn the Crown. It is um, visually amazing. Like people see it and they're like, "Wow, that's really cool." But the truth is, it's actually a vicious broadhead. And Tim shot a doe with it last year, and it was like lights out. That thing just cored a hole through that deer. It was unbelievable to watch. Well, I got a fun game for you guys. You guys ever played this? I'm gonna start streaming this with you guys for fun when we're bored, when the season comes and we can't. The season's over, turkey's over, and we have a dead lull. I think I'm gonna come out here and just stream this because I won't have any videos either. It's gonna it always gets weird at a certain time of year. Oh man, I'd love to shoot something with the recurve. That'd be sweet. I got my recurve behind me. I haven't shot in a while, but that is the one I do plan to shoot a deer with eventually. Anybody ever played this game though? This thing's sweet. Whew. Except I broke my computer, so I got some work to do. Yeah, there's a lot of them, Ben. Even working class bow hunter, they got a lot more swearing in their show. It's cool though because our show changed this year to the outdoor podcast Hunt Camp Fish. It's kind of like what we call it because we want people to know it's got a little bit of everything. But really exciting about that one because Tim and I, some of you might know this, some don't, but Tim and I like to do an inspirational podcast. We tried to do it. It didn't do very well. But my thought was with Tim is like, dude, let's just bring that to our podcast, to this main podcast instead, because it could still work for everybody. Just because we're outdoors men and women doesn't mean we can't find inspirational things that are important, right? So, like those stories and those concepts and talking about a little bit of religion, whatever. But those are important to people, and I think it'd be cool to share them anyway. So I said, let's just mend the shows together. Let's mesh them all together, and so we're gonna do that. So now I just invited some RVers onto the show next week. I'm very excited about that. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 125 grain for the recurve. I love it. Yeah, I agree, Ben. That's why it's like, I feel like we already got a crowd anyway, so I think people will be okay with relating to some inspirational conversational pieces. And on top of it, like I said, we got to expand it a little bit and make it into cool stuff. Like we like to talk about camping and fishing and hiking anyway. It's not like this is something new. It's just now with the name, right? More people might be enticed to listen or watch the show because of it being more generic. And generic's always really important to try to, get new people in. So, um, yeah, so we just been doing the lives and cranking away. For those who haven't joined Team BHP in any way, shape, or form, and that could be like Dan joined on here. The outdoors are great. Joined on here with that star. That's one way doing it. The way Ben does it, he's on the website Team BHP. We have the giveaways coming up. So at the end of this month, I think it's next Friday night, I'm going to do, yeah, I hear you there, Ben. That's a good comment. I wonder if I can highlight a comment. I want to see what they can do on this thing. Let's see. Go to channel, pin message, put user in timeout, hide user from the channel. Let's pin the message. Where's that go? Oh, cool. Is that, do you guys see that at the top? Oh yeah, it says pin by BowHunterPlanet. That's cool. Um, so anyway, for all of you who helped us get to the 50,000 mark, we are giving away that APA bow coming up. So I plan to try to do it next Friday. But this is very important. So please listen. If you are a member, so yes, I don't know how to say it. Is it Scrote 3Z? Thank you for joining. So now this is my point. So as you join that membership, you're getting a couple things. Okay. So the membership on here is interesting. Scrotes. I'm terrible pronouncer. I apologize. All right. So listen, I got to throw a couple things. Number one, if you have the star on here, you can watch our podcast on here as a member. It's part of the deal. So like if you don't have to go on Carbon TV to watch our video podcast. You can actually watch it right here under membership. If you go on our channel, you go to membership, you'll access to all the episodes ahead of Carbon TV's launches. So Carbon TV launches like one a week, for months. You will actually get them as I upload them. So they'll be almost real time for you. So that's a pretty cool benefit of being on here as a member. What's up, WC? How are you? Also, you will now be automatically entered in the Wheel of Archery stuff with the whole Team BHP. So now you're a part of Team BHP once you join the membership. And we are giving a bow away at the end of the month here. So I think it's going to be a Dart and Viper. It's going to be a classic, I think, this month. And for next month, it's going to be something cool. I have another bow planned out for next month. I think this month's going to be a classic bow, which is kind of exciting and a little bit different in the sense that you'll get this cool classic bow, not necessarily to hunt with, but I don't know if you could sell it, you could keep it, you could put it on a shrine. I think it looks cool, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. But anyway, also for all the giveaway stuff, like the APA bow, there's another point. So you have to, in order to enter for that APA, you have to go into the, you know what, let me put the link for you guys. I want to make this as easy as possible for you. All right, let me just grab this real quick for you guys. I don't want anybody to not enter. I'm going to explain something real quick because I want to make sure. I got to find my channel. So I go to my channel. I go to community. 50,000. Thank you. Here's the link. Let me click that link. Let me grab the link. All right, here's the link in the stream. I'll drop it in. Okay. I think this is right. Hopefully that works. Forms, yeah. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate that. It's interesting how they don't put it on your on the screen like they do on TikTok. But anyway, okay. So that link I just posted, you need to fill that out no matter who you are. Okay, you fill that whole thing out. Now, everybody who's a member will also get added to that list again. So I'm going to take the list of general public who submitted that form. I'm going to then go into our membership people on Team BHP, whether it's on here, on TikTok, on Instagram, and on our website and Patreon. And I'm going to take the rest of you and dump you back in. Now, couple advantages, disadvantages. The programs are a little bit different between each of these. So Ben knows he's on the Team BHP. He gets access to a lot of discount codes being on that one. On this one and on TikTok, you get a timestamp that changes your color of your star. So if you auto renew, it'll keep going and getting like, more and more deeper colors, like all the way to like a dark red, almost a black. And when you're at that level, you get extra entries into this program. So you get extra entries in. So right now everybody's a blue, so that's the base. So everybody's going to get one extra entry based on that plus their link they link. So you're getting 2 entries here. Now, on the website, it's a little different because we have plus members, super members. Those guys get extra entries automatically based on them paying more than what you guys are paying here. So it's a little bit different. And Dan, thank you for that tip again. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Yeah, cool. All right, sorry. I went on a tantrum trying to explain everything. It gets complicated and I apologize. The good news is the easiest part to know is if you're a member, you're getting put in multiple things. That's why I want to make sure everybody's clear on. Also, the next giveaway on YouTube is the 100,000 YouTube giveaway, which is I think right now I'm going to make it the Bowtech SR350. That could change depending on how fast we get there. It. All right, we'll see you. The outdoors are great. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Appreciate the chats and everything. Okay. Thanks for being a member as well. So if you guys help us share, get to 100,000, that would be excellent. We're trying to bust to that 100,000 as fast as we can. I know it's going to take a while. It took me 13 years to get to 50,000. So I think the goal is can we break through the 13 years and get there a little bit faster this time around? And I think we can. I honestly, we've been growing a lot faster the way we've been going now. So I'm hoping by the end of this year we'll be close, or at least halfway there. Because with the growth and stuff, I think we'll get there. We've been growing pretty good, just not fast enough to get there quickly. That's all. And I don't know what'll make it go faster, because I feel like even if I put like a really good bow, like let's say I threw a Matthews Phase 33 on there, or Phase 433, I don't know it would still grow fast enough. So I don't know, I don't know how to market it, I guess. If you guys got ideas, let me know. But that's one of the things that it would be nice to hit that number quickly. I want that plaque behind me, that play plaque, so you guys can relish in what you guys helped accomplish and all the hard work we've done over 13 years. 13 years. All right, so I just finished the video for the Bowtech SS34. I'm going to launch that video. I got to edit it this week, and I'll launch it for you guys at the end of the week. It's a great bow. I would not buy the bow. I'll be completely honest. I would never buy the bow because it's too long. It's not for me. But does it shoot good? Yes. Does it have a slight amount of vibration? Yes. Um, would I buy it over the Revolt XL? No. I thought the Revolt XL was amazing. And would I like it over the Solution SS, which is one of my favorite shooting bows ever by Bowtech? And the answer is no. So it's an okay bow to me. This bow, it's a great bow. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for me. So that's what gives me the kind of feeling like, okay, it's a cool bow and it's going to fit some of you, and some of you might like that bow, but it's not my cup of tea. Now that Hoyt, I wouldn't buy that Hoyt either, to be honest. It's too fast and powerful. I shot it and it's so powerful. If you guys got to see that video, it's a little too much for me, a little too aggressive. I'm not a big on aggressive bows. I think some people are, and that's cool. But it just doesn't. I just don't need it. That's the issue. I think being in the Midwest, it's not really necessary for where I hunt. I'm not even shooting. I'm only shooting deer, so and turkey. So yeah, Ben, that's if that video hits, right? Like I think he was doing something like I was watching something, he said if this video hits 10,000 comments, I'm giving this bow away. It was something like that. I think that's a good idea because it is an idea where you gain people probably just for doing that. You know, but I don't know how to get it for it to be subscribers, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a good idea, Jacob, honestly. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. That's a good idea. I could try that and just see what happens. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, the shorts are where it's at right now. YouTube's doing something different and the shorts are hot. So like if you do a lot of shorts, which we've been doing on purpose, we've seen a growth go straight up. It's definitely straight up. But the problem is it's just, it's inching, right? It's like a couple a day, maybe 40 a day. I'll be honest with you guys, I never had more growth than I had on TikTok, and we got 40, 50,000 people in one day, and it was crazy. I'll never forget it because I've never experienced anything like that in a growth jump. And that was one of the coolest things to see, from 60,000 to 100,000. We went from 60 to 130,000 like in literally 8 hours on a bow giveaway. It was insane, insane. Yeah, you know what, Ben? Maybe what would work better if I did something dramatic. Maybe if I did something dramatic, Ben. Like maybe if I did, I'll giving away a Matthews Phase 33 and a Bowtech SR 350 and a blah 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 if we hit 100,000 by this date. Maybe if it's like like an actual like a lot of bows, like 4 or 5 winners, that people might get actually more excited to do it. Because I would do that. I mean, honestly, like it'd be worth me buying the bows just to do it, because that'd be worth it to get there that quick. But like you said, if you don't get there by a certain time, hey brother Joe, how are you? Yeah, I stripped this computer by the way. It's ready to go. New board. I broke my computer, so my brother and I built this awesome gaming computer, and I tried to. What was I doing? Oh, I tried to switch the video card, and I somehow broke the whole motherboard. So that's been fun. That's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I like that, Ben. The BHP mega giveaway. The BHP YouTube mega giveaway. YouTube's just so much harder. It's weird because you could get a video that's like a million views and yet you go up like 30 subscribers, right? Because people watch it, but they don't subscribe. And it's really hard to get people to sub. So we got to find a way though. That to me is the. So yeah, guys, that's my brother Joe Thomas, the one that got me into hunting and doesn't hunt anymore. Isn't that interesting? This guy got me all excited about hunting, then he stopped hunting. But hey, look, we're all here, right? We did this all because of that guy getting all excited about archery, and then I got into it. Now, still going to be it for a long time because of Big Joe Thomas there. So hey, it worked out, I guess. I guess the bug never left me. And we grew up in the city. I mean, it's not like we're in the country. So that it always made it a lot harder, being in the city. Joe, what bows do you remember when we were younger? Because I remember you taking me to the Starlight Archery, and what I remember are the shooting, people shooting, but I remember Hoyt, Martin, and Pearson and Darton. I think were the ones I remember. I don't remember you ever seeing Matthews till later. I feel like maybe because I'm thinking like 1990, 92. I think it's something like that, right? It was like I know it was Martin Cheetah. I'll never forget that. Looking up and seeing it, Martin Cheetah, Hoyt something, no idea what. I know the Pearson because you had a Pearson. I don't know. Pearson, Hoyt, Martin, yeah, and Darton. I think that was it. Honestly, I think that's all I remember. Maybe Bear, probably Bear. But again, that's if Starlight carried that stuff then. And I don't remember. Are they still around? Starlight Archery. I don't think so. Sad day has come for Starlight Archery, 2007. I don't think they're around. I'm trying to Google it. Yeah, well, that's how it goes. It's hard for bow companies to stick around nowadays. Bear whitetail, nice. Browning, yeah, I forgot about Browning. That was my first bow. Browning Spike Buck 1. I don't remember PSC at all, actually, in the early days. I don't remember that. I don't remember PSC until later, until I was like in the 2000s. In fact, my first run-in with PSC was probably in the 2005, and then I bought a PSC in 2008, and it saved my hunting career because I actually killed a lot of deer with it right away, and it got me all excited again. Oneida. Oneida used to be here in Michigan, and I used to go up there all the time and hang out with them guys. It was actually pretty cool. I learned a lot, and I got to see how they assemble their bows. CP Oneida, Claude Pollington Oneida, not the original Oneida from New York, but and then they sold it because it wasn't doing that great, I don't think. And then JP took it to the next level. Pieces scattering everywhere. I want to know if I won the bow yet. The bow giveaway will be next Friday, pure, and we're gonna do it next Friday for the APA. What was Golden Eagle called? Golden Chicken or something like that? I remember. I'll never forget this, guys. I was walking through a Gander Mountain, and I was walking through Gander Mountain. They used to have all these bows on racks, and this guy had a Golden Eagle at full draw, and he didn't shoot or anything. It just exploded in 1,000 pieces. Like it was just everywhere. Just I think I even got hit by a piece when I was walking by. And he never. I watched him. He never. He never. I literally looked over as it was happening, and the string was still in his hand where he was holding it. It was just, I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted a few years ago about that. My friend Jason Ballas, he's one of the guys who started bow reviews back when he was doing bow reviews before us back in the 2009 time. And he had an Alpine explode on him. And if you watch the video, which I posted about a year ago talking about it, the bottom limb literally just gives out. And you can see it. I put it in slow motion. It just goes, and then the whole thing just caves in and hits him over the eye. You have to get stitches over his eye. It was crazy. Crazy. Yeah, there's nothing worse when if you get that's called a catastrophic explosion on a bow, and it doesn't happen very often. But when it does happen, the bow manufacturer will want back every single piece you can find because they have to rebuild the bow to figure out what happened and make sure they don't have structural issues. Get rid of that golden eagle. I think it's time to go. When you say first, when you say first PSEs, you talking about like in the 70s, 80s, or earlier? Because then you start in like 61 or something. Interesting information. I appreciate that about the algorithm. I got a lot to learn myself to get this thing moving faster, but I do think it's going up a little faster now that we are at 50,000. Yeah, once we finally got into the monetization portion of to YouTube, it's kind of cool because they give you a lot more things. Like you just get a lot more tools to do what you want to do, which is cool. I remember I remember when Pearson was awesome back when my brother had the Pearson. It was like really cool. And then I feel like they've kind of like disappeared. And then they tried to reopen with a new owner and then that disappeared. You guys remember Ross? That one went away. Athens is still around, but it's not to the original people. But it's still around, but they're not the original owners, which was Jason. And that was really cool people. I feel like I should create I feel like I need to create a video about Bowhunter Planet and about the turning point. I would call it Turning Point. I should call the show Turning Point. Just kind of like when things really kind of turned for us and started going to where it was, going to last a long time. And that was when Matthews and Hoyt came on board. I'll never forget those phone calls. In fact, I called my brother when Hoyt came on board. I was like, "You won't believe this," but Hoyt said, and I say come on board, I mean just take part in the things we're doing and believe in us, basically. And they said, like, oh, like, hey, we just, can we get a boat to review? This is what we're doing. Like, yeah, that looks really good. You guys are killing it. Blah blah blah. I mean so that was a big deal. Those are the turning points of the industry for us. Is getting those guys to just welcome us or acknowledge what we're doing and like what we're doing was really important, especially Hoyt and Matthews being the two largest, and a lot of clout, and then Bear, and even like Dartons of the world. It was always exciting to get those guys working with us in some way, shape, or form. The history of BHP starts with me and Tim shoveling dog crap. That's where it starts. First $5,000 was made on dog crap. Not kidding. We created a whole business just to fund this business. A whole dog crap business just to fund this business. That's how we knew it was going to do real well. Yeah, I remember when Matthew's oversaturated. My brother bought one of those bows, and I got it here at our studio, the ultralight. Oh, that's awesome, Ben. I wish we could do the Christmases, but they just don't work anymore because what happened is I mean we could do them, but they're just not what they used to be because the companies they just contracted, to be honest. They don't give anything anymore. I mean, I honestly I had a hard time this year just getting some bows, just to review, let alone getting bows to give away. Generally, the companies will take part in all the things you want to do, but this year it wasn't the case. This past year, and I don't think you're going to see it this year either. I feel like this year has been harder than ever for me to get some things. Yeah, that's right, Jacob. Made it through alive. That's hilarious. Yeah, it was. It was cool, man. I really enjoyed doing them. I just it was so nice when the company supported it and it made it really easy. And I think it could have survived long term, but the issue was the live wasn't attracting enough people. So I think the max we ever had was like 350 live watching, but we were hoping to get more in like because that year we gave away 7 bows, and then we were hoping to get more like into the gamer numbers, like 10,000, 2,000, at live watching type stuff. I think that's why it didn't work as good. I think if we could have got to those numbers, they would have definitely probably considered sticking around multiple years. It's kind of like the Badlands Film Fest, right? They do it every year and they do really well, but they're expected to maintain a certain amount of numbers, right? People want those numbers to sponsor it type thing. So instead of do that, I was like, you know what? Let's just do one for the team people. And I think that would be fun too. And we could do it with everybody watching, but it's only let them be eligible for the wins. Ben for the win. Anyway. All right, I'm out of here. So I'm gonna go. You guys have a great night and we'll see you soon. Okay. Have a good week and more to come here for about next week. We'll try to get this going Friday night's the goal. So have a good night. See y'all.